Okay, let's go. Let's go. No. It didn't do what I wanted it to do. I thought it was gonna shoot up in the air.
It did a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not the best firework engineer. It's like, it's still going.
Well, the first one you ever do is not the first. But at least it's fun.
Yeah. Something's on fire. Wow. Hey guys, what's up? Before we get into this, I'm gonna tell you some background information of what is actually in this massive 16-inch 1/8 firework. So, what we have in here, and there's a little sneak peek, is we have 5 smoke balls together. We have 4 jumbo smoke balls together. We have 4 silver strobe. These are 90-second. These are full magnesium all together. We have 6 premium artillery shells spread out between stages of gunpowder. We have 1 motion maker shell also spread out with gunpowder. Everything is spread out with gunpowder. And then we have about roughly 400 grams of extra gunpowder added through the total mix. So here, this is what gunpowder looks like. It's a propellant, basically. So within a bullet, say, well, both of these, there's gunpowder in here. Once the firing pin gets poked with the once the primer gets hit with the firing pin, it causes the gunpowder to explode, and there's a little explosion. Now, when you light gunpowder, if I put this like this and lit it on fire, it would be a big cloud of smoke and maybe it would catch a little bit on fire. But when it's in a confined space like this, what happens is it explodes and it goes where it can't shoot downwards because it's, so it shoots upwards. And that's the propellant that actually pushes the bullet, that shoots the bullet out of this. So this is the same thing with fireworks and with artillery shells. Excuse me, it's late and I'm exhausted, but I'm making this. What happens is in one of the shells is that there's a base of gunpowder. Once the gunpowder gets lighted, it propels and shoots and makes the shell shoot up into the air, and then there's a fuse within that. It gets timed. Then once it's high enough in the air, it's all calculated. Then all of the stars and a little bit of the gunpowder that's in the shell ignites. Basically, I mixed all of these together into here, and I'll tell you how I made it, and then I'll also show you what it is, and then I'll also show you some designs. So basically, to make this is I had these cardboard type things from a barbecue, and it's just like sheets of cardboard, or like this cardboard paper material. And basically what I did is I taped them together like this. Now I used T-Rex tape at first and then Gorilla tape next 2 rounds of T-Rex tape around this, 2 rounds of TX tape around this, 2 rounds, sorry about my sock, 2 rounds of Gorilla tape around this, and then we have the white and blue electrical tape, red, white, and blue electrical tape. That's that, and you can see there's gunpowder on the top. Now, I'm going to quickly show you what's in here. So these are smoke balls right here. These are the smoke balls. Now, I couldn't find the exact jumbo smoke ball. It's in the garbage, but it looks somewhat like these, but it was in a pack of 4, or 3, I believe, and they were big. Next was 90-second 5-piece silver strobe 90-second. Now, I only used 4 of these, and basically a little bit of gunpowder on top, fuse, and then a crap load of magnesium. When you light magnesium on fire, it produces a very bright light. We got motion maker. We got we only got 1 of these, and then we have the premium artillery shells. Basically, really bad picture here. We have 6 of those. So let's look at our tube, and then not counting the stand, our tube right here is 16 1/8 and then 2 inches. Now this is kind of a rough estimate of what went in here. I kind of just did it off my head and then created this. So at the bottom here, right here, as you can see right there, we have gunpowder. We have a basic gunpowder. Then we got the 4 8-inch fuses coming up here about halfway. So as we can see on here, sorry, it was caught on cords. We got the 4 fuses, and then we have it come about halfway up there, about 8 inches. And then we have the first premium artillery shell right here after the gunpowder. Then we have another line of gunpowder, and then we have the second PAS gunpowder. We have the 3rd and 4th PAS mixed together, and then our 1 8-inch fuse halfway up is cut down there. It's done. And then we have more gunpowder. We have some more, I think, more gunpowder, and then we have 4 silver strobe lights right here below the gunpowder, or above the gunpowder, sorry. We have all of them together, and then on top of that we have the small smoke bombs, and then with the small smoke bombs right here, let me look at these. You can see that the fuses are still attached to it. It's like like for example, if it's a red smoke ball, you got sulfur. So basically it's a cylinder of sulfur just, you know, packed together, and then you have a fuse coming up from that. Well, that's what we have here. So we have the 4 of them, sorry, we have 4 of them, and then we also have the fuse attached to them. So we have some more gunpowder, and then we have all of the 4 jumbo smoke balls. The smoke balls are at the top for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe they'll go off at the end, I don't know. And then we have some we have the motion maker shell, and then we have even more gunpowder to top it off. So there's gunpowder basically in between all of these, and you know, I used up this whole thing basically. Where does it say? It says, I can't see, oh there it is, 454 grams. I probably used 200. Oh yeah, roughly 400 grams of extra gunpowder, not counting this. So this is basically what it looks like. Now, when I'm lighting this, I will be lighting this literally as close to the ocean as possible. So my plan is that I will duct tape this so much together because I don't want this thing to explode. My idea is to get this all ignited, get the gunpowder shooting up, which will ignite everything else, and then the fuses will still be going up. The gunpowder will ignite the stars and the fireworks and the sulfur, all of the colors of the smoke bombs, the motion maker shells, the PAS shells, silver strobes, and then the extra gunpowder will just explode. And I want everything to explode up in the air. So basically, I don't want this huge thing. I don't want to seal off the top and then just have it confined and then explode. But I want it to kind of like have it look like more of like a fountain. It'll all shoot up, and then the stars will ignite at like maybe 5 feet in the air, and it will just be like a really big, kind of like an aerial firework as a fountain, which is eye level. But really, I don't know what's going to be happening with this thing, and I'm really going to be planning to really put it by the ocean, a couple feet away from the water, put this in the sand maybe up to here so it has a steady base and it won't fall over, and then set up my phone with the tripod as far as it could as I could be with a good view of this, not too dark outside, so, a little bit of sun, because we want to see we want to be able to see the sky. We don't want to be pitch black and we can't see the sky, but we want to see exactly what happens. And then light this fuse, and then let me see how long this fuse is actually, for example. But what we want to do is light this fuse. It's about 4 inches. What is it? Maybe a little more, 4 1/4. And then what we want to do is that these are 4 fuses together. But then what we want to do is run away as fast as we can. And then, it'll be filming the whole time, me lighting it, running away, and see what happens. I'm very excited to see what happens. Now, this is Monday night, and for this Saturday night, I'm planning to do this. So this is going to be amazing. Thanks for watching.